Every life we touch creates a ripple, a movement that stretches far beyond what we can see. One moment of love, one word of hope, one act of acceptance leads to one step of courage, one encounter with Jesus, and it ripples, and it changes everything. At Sanctus, we believe in the power of the ripple, how one transformed life can go on to transform many others.
My dad left when we were young, and my mom fought on her own to provide for me and my sisters. Worst were the visits to my dad's other family. Life there was hard, we were abused, went hungry, and we felt like we had no belonging. I carried that pain for years like a shadow.
I grew up in the ghetto, surrounded by crime, drugs, and violence. My mother made sure I went to church, but honestly, it was just something I did. I didn't know God for myself. As I got older, I started using drugs, drinking, and smoking. I felt lost, like my life didn't have any real purpose. I saw friends die young, and I knew something had to change.
Growing up was hard. Financial struggles were constant, and I watched my mother endure mistreatment from those who should have cared for us. Anger and resentment took root. I felt rejected, worthless, and hopeless.
I was raised by a single mother who grounded me in strong Christian faith. She brought me to church faithfully, but sadly, that place became the setting of my deepest betrayal. Some people, jealous of the attention I received, went so far as to try to poison me. I survived, but was left feeling isolated and struggling to trust.
Every transformed life sends out a ripple, one marked by courage, confidence, and quiet strength. As faith deepens, it stirs others to believe. These ripples, born from love, stretch farther than we can see, changing lives one story at a time.
Things changed when I found Sanctus. For the first time, I felt genuinely loved and cared for. I realized that my past did not have to define my future. Today, I wake up with purpose to mirror that same love to my fellow young adults who would be in the same state. I want to help them see their value, just like someone did for me. Serving others brings me so much joy.
Sanctus came regularly to my high school to hold discipleship classes, and I began to pay attention. Then I went to a Sanctus camp. It was there I truly encountered God. I learned to pray, I learned to read the Bible, to stand up and speak in front of others. For the first time, I found real purpose.
After high school, I joined the SANCTUS discipleship program. There, I discovered something life-changing. I was seen, loved, and valued. Forgiveness freed me from bitterness, and confidence replaced my shame. I found my voice. Now I speak boldly, lead with purpose, and walk in a deeper relationship with God. The pain of my past no longer defines me. Today, I live with meaning, knowing my story isn't over.
At Sanctus, I found acceptance and healing. Through daily devotions and teachings on spiritual healing, I learned the hardest but most freeing lesson, forgiveness. I faced the pain and found safety in community. Today, I walk in freedom. My faith is deeper, my heart is open.
At Sanctus, young people come hungry for something real, and in the presence of God, they find it: healing, belonging, a deeper call. That one moment grows, that one life changes. But it doesn't stop there, because when a young person encounters Jesus, they don't just stay changed, they become agents of change. Now they're leading, serving, teaching, multiplying what they received. One encounter becomes several. One transformed heart becomes many, and it keeps going. When you invest in one life, you spark a movement, a ripple of hope, a ripple of healing, a ripple of transformation.